So we are welcoming WKYT's executive producer Kelsey and her sister. Thank you so much for being here. We missed you all. We love when you guys come around.
Long time no see.
We have so much fun. So as y'all said, it's Kelsey's last day.
Absolutely.
But we're making it about a celebration.
Yes.
We're celebrating beer, local and otherwise, and we're putting a little spin on it.
All right.
Okay, so what's the spin?
All right, so sometimes you're not ready for the heaviness of a beer, depending on what it is. Sometimes you're not ready for a sweetness of a mimosa. So what about a beer mosa? So what you can do, you can take a lighter beer, so a blonde, a pilsner. We have a cream ale. So we'll just pour some. We have a blonde right here, Kels, if you want to open that, so we can all kind of share it.
So what's the difference between the two ales?
Okay.
Oh yeah, no, it's wonderful.
It's a party, everyone.
Not again. This is what happens. Hey-o. There you go.
This happened on the first time we were on here.
It's okay.
Learn our.
Sometimes
All right.
everything's fine.
Here. I'm going to hand this off camera.
So the difference between a cream ale and like a blonde, a cream ale is depending on usually a little bit more malty.
Okay.
And a blonde will be a little bit lighter. So you pour your beer however much you want, and then I like to do just a little splash of OJ,
A little
depending on how you make your mimosas. And then we can taste it. We got some fruit. We didn't cut up the strawberries, but obviously you can always do that as
do what you
well.
want.
So cheers. We'll
To
see.
new beginnings.
To new beginnings, Kelsey.
So this one has a little bit of tangerine flavor in the back
that's
end
good.
because it's a
that's not
tangerine
bad.
cream ale.
Surprised.
Okay.
I have it. No, I do like that.
So this is really good.
Because it does give off that mimosa vibe.
Right. Well, for some of the people who don't drink beer often,
Right.
what can they start off with?
Yeah, so I would recommend a Pilsner or a Lager or a Helles. That's going to be very similar to your Bud Lights or Miller Lights or something like that. So something very light, crisp.
A cider, if you normally drink cocktails, things like that, a cider's good. Even a little seltzer. Some breweries are turning out seltzers these days. The Void, who's a local sake business here in Lexington, they have some really good seltzers, so that's a good place to start as well.
Yeah.
Well, Kelsey, what's your go-to drink?
All of them.
Well, and talking a little bit about the Brewer Starters, if you're not following them on Instagram, there's their handle right there. The brewer himself is also in studio, which is very exciting. The announcement was made on your all's Instagram about you departing us, and I enjoyed the nice positive spin, even though we're all sobbing over here, because now it's gonna really kind of allow you all to expand it away.
Yeah, so we'll be able to, post local content about Atlanta breweries as well. That's where I'll be based now. And we do like to focus on diversity and inclusion within the craft beer space. So we're going to have the opportunity to kind of do that on a broader scale in 2 cities now. So people will have a look at some different content that we weren't able to turn out before.
And kind of maybe get people to come visit you in Atlanta.
Please do. Please do.
Should we do our last?
Yeah, let's do our last one.
So we have 2 glasses, so
Okay.
So we can share.
split it up.
Yeah. You
Yes.
go.
Okay, so this one is going to be more of like a cold brew with beer. So instead of like an espresso martini, it's kind of like an espresso beer drink.
So this is something we can take to work?
Well, it has
Maybe not with the beer in
Okay, got it.
So we have
cold brew.
Cold brew. Obviously, you can just get that from the store, or you can make it yourself. And then we have 2 different local beers. Porters and stouts usually work best for this because they usually have a coffee flavor background to them.
So this is just kind of amping up the coffee flavor.
Yeah.
I did forget the creamer. My head is a little all over the place today.
That's okay.
So if you like to drink black coffee, this is perfect.
Now, are these breweries, are they the ones that are coming up with these combinations, or is this something you all have experimented with?
We have just experimented. So some breweries are now doing the beer mosas if they're holding events. It's a good way to incorporate their own product without having to get outside champagne, specifically if you don't have that certain license to do. So that was kind of, we've seen it more. So we were like, oh, well, let's just see what y'all think about it. But this one,
there's no telling, so let's just dive in.
Chad here.
All right.
Yes. I'm not
So we're using Nate's
black coffee guy.
coffee stout from Country Boy, and then West Six's Cocoa Porter. So you have the Nate's coffee stout.
and I have the cocoa powder. That's actually
Do you
good.
see his face?
like-
That's his way
No,
of
I
saying
like
that it's
it.
not the
I'm not a coffee
best.
person.
It would
I'm not a coffee person, but I do. If
It would be better with creamer for
And
sure.
it's supposed to
Okay.
have creamer. So usually it's like half cup cold brew, a half cup of beer, and then a couple teaspoons of creamer, or
Yes.
however much you like. So yeah, so we try to use all local beer here for this, always highlight, and
Yeah.
give you a little variety to your brunch drinks. That you normally have.
Absolutely. Gives us a little bit of some change.
Yeah.
But so you're leaving.
yeah.
And we're gonna
Why are
miss
we
you.
talking about it?
Because we're gonna miss you. I would love your hug.
I'm gonna come
Yeah.
back too.
Please come hug. I'm sorry. Oh, good hug.
what are you most excited about being able to expand? I mean, you and show, introduce the Brewer's Daughters and Lexington breweries too.
Yeah, I mean, I'm excited to showcase just the different breweries that Atlanta has to offer. We also know Nappy Roots, who redid my old Kentucky home, has a brewery in Atlanta as well, which is really cool. So
It merges Atlanta and Kentucky together.
yeah, I can't
that.
pronounce the name of it. I will mess it up. But it's
Okay,
like,
it's fine.
But you will see it on their Instagram.
we'll see
if
it on the
you follow them
Instagram. Yes, so I'm excited to just focus on those things and kind of showcase some things that some Atlanta breweries are doing that maybe Kentucky breweries could incorporate as well, especially in the inclusivity space. So
Yeah.
So we know you love beer. And we know everything else that you love. What's next besides news down there? What are you excited about to go visit? Go do? Go
honestly, the
experience?
museum scene in
Really?
Atlanta
Yeah.
is really good. Yeah, I've been to a couple there, so I'm really excited to see that. They have a lot of cool art exhibits that come through, so I've been scoping those out. I'm excited about that.
And I'm sure you
Parks.
would like if people sent you recs.
Oh,
of
please
what
send me
to
recommendations, please.
Right.
I would love
Uh-huh.
that.
Through the
Through the
Instagram. Right there at the Brewer's Daughters.
Perfect.
Highly recommend. Kat, we will keep you company and busy.
Yeah.
She'll be
this whole
back.
time.
She will. She will
will be
always
back.
come hang out
You
with
can
us.
Zoom me in sometime.
We'll Zoom you and Martina. How about that? Cool
you
with
go.
me? Cool.
Well,
Thank you so
cheers
much.
to Kels.
Cheers.
And to the Brewer's Daughters.
Cheers.
And the brewer himself, right over there.
Absolutely.
Cheers.
Thank you.